तो लास्ट टाइम हमने लास्ट लेक्चर में ऑलरेडी फ्री बॉडी डायग्राम ड्रॉ करने के कुछ टेक्निक्स हमने सीखे थे। ओके, सो आज के लेक्चर में भी हम वही कंटिन्यू करने वाले हैं और ज़्यादा डिटेल में। लेट अस सी, वी ऑलरेडी सीन लास्ट टाइम दैट हाउ द free body diagram can be drawn for these bodies, and also we have found out the tension in each of these strings given here in this case. So in this today's lecture we'll just go into the depth of all these things now. Yes, let us consider another situation in which suppose there are two bodies which are kept suspended by the means of a pulley, and like this. ये देखो, समझो ये एक पुली है हमारे पास और इस पुली के ऊपर एक रोप या एक स्ट्रिंग हमने इस पे से पास किया हुआ है और यहाँ पे एक बॉडी हमने यहाँ पे लटका लिया है। इसका मास है सपोज m1. ओके, you can consider it as m1, and another body here is going to be here at this point, which is going to be of mass m2, you can say. Yes, it is m2. And let us consider that this m1 is by default greater than m2. okay, तो m1 यहाँ पे बड़ा है m2 से, जिसकी वजह से क्या होगा, देखो कि जब ये पूरा सिस्टम फ्री हो जाएगा, that means obviously this pulley is tied with rigid support here at the top in this way. ये यहाँ पे एक rigid support है जिसके साथ ये पुली बंधा हुआ है। अभी जैसे ही हम ये सिस्टम को फ्री कर देंगे तो क्या होगा कि obviously this system will just start moving. This mass m1 will start moving in the downward direction with some acceleration, and this m2 will just start moving in the upward direction again with the same acceleration, just because both of these accelerations will be same, because this string is going to be inextensible. okay, ये string जो है वो इसके बीच में connected है और इसके वजह से यहाँ पे हम देख सकते हैं कि string के कारण क्या होगा कि ये जो मासेस है, इन दोनों मासेस का एक्सेलरेशन सेम ही होगा। बेसिक रीजन इसका ये है कि अगर मान लो कि ये स्ट्रिंग अगर एक x डिस्टेंस से अगर ऊपर चला जाता है, नो डाउट, अगर इस x इतने डिस्टेंस से अगर ये स्ट्रिंग ऊपर चला जाएगा, ये मास अगर ऊपर चला जाएगा, तो एग्जैक्टली सेम डिस्टेंस से ये मास भी नीचे आ जाएगा, क्योंकि स्ट्रिंग का लेंथ तो सेम ही रहने वाला है कि नहीं। तो स्ट्रिंग का लेंथ जो हम यहाँ से लेके अगर यहाँ पे अगर इस तरह इधर तक अगर मेजर करेंगे तो वो अगर समझो 100 मीटर है, 100 सेंटीमीटर है सपोज, ठीक है। तो जैसे ही अगर ये यहाँ से ये मास अगर ऊपर चला जाता है 10 सेंटीमीटर अगर ऊपर चला जाता है, तो ऑब्वियसली ये मास भी 10 सेंटीमीटर नीचे चला जाएगा। तो इसलिए ये लेंथ ऑफ द स्ट्रिंग फिक्स्ड होने के कारण acceleration in both of the strings is going to be the same, no doubt. But obviously the acceleration of this m1 is going to be in the downward direction, and the acceleration of this m2 is going to be in the upward direction. Now we want to find out that acceleration exactly. हमको वही acceleration निकालना है यहाँ पे, ठीक है। That is the aim of this derivation. तो इस derivation का हमारा aim यही है कि we want to find out the acceleration of this whole system, and at the same time we also want to find out the tension in this string here. इस string के अंदर का जो tension है वो भी हमको ढूंढ के निकालना है। So let us try to solve this problem by using this free body diagram method. So free body diagram can be drawn for each of these bodies. If we just focus on this body m1 of mass m1 here, तो इस m1 के ऊपर कौन से forces काम कर रहे हैं लिस्ट आउट कर सकते हो फटाफट, देखो ठीक से। If you just carefully understand, then m1 experiences forces, two forces actually. One is the, if we just represent this m1 by a single point here, then this m1 experiences its own weight in the downward direction, no doubt. ये उसका weight उसके ऊपर काम कर रहा होगा, जिसको हम बोल देंगे m1 into g, correct है, no doubt. At the same time, the tension in the string will also be acting on this mass of m1 in the upward direction. We can call it as t here. तो यहाँ पे t हमने इस टेंशन को बोल दिया है, ठीक है। तो what is going to be the resultant force of these two? तो अगर net force अगर हम देखेंगे यहाँ पे, तो mg is downwards and t is going to be upwards, right? But we can see that resultant force of these two will be actually m1g minus t, just because m1g is going to be greater than t, right? So यहाँ पे m1g जो है वो ज्यादा होगा, बड़ा होगा, और t छोटा होगा, जिसके कारण ही yes m1 मास जो है वो नीचे के डायरेक्शन में a इतने एक्सेलरेशन के साथ मूव कर रहा है, नो डाउट. a is the acceleration of this mass m1 in the downward direction. So what is the equation of motion, or if we apply the Newton's second law of motion on this mass m1 here, which tells us that simply summation of f here is going to be equal to mass into acceleration, correct है? ये अगर हमने अप्लाई किया यहाँ पे, तो हमको क्या मिलता है? देखो, समेशन ऑफ फोर्सेस क्या मिल रहा है हमको? there are only two forces, out of which this m1 is greater, m1g is greater than t. So the net force will be actually of magnitude m1g minus t, which is going to be in the downward direction, and that's why the net force here becomes m1g minus t. This is the net force acting on this body, which has to be equal to the mass of the body, that is m1, into the acceleration of the body, which is going to be a here. ये जो a acceleration है, it is common to the whole system, and that's why the net acceleration a is given by this, and this will be the equation applied on the first body. फर्स्ट बॉडी के ऊपर अगर हम न्यूटन सेकंड लॉ अप्लाई करेंगे, तो ये इक्वेशन हमको मिल जाएगा, जिसको कि हम इक्वेशन नंबर 1 बोल सकते हैं, ठीक है? अभी अगर सेकंड वाले बॉडी की अगर बात करते हैं, तो देख सकते हो कि सेकंड बॉडी के ऊपर कौन से फोर्सेस काम कर रहे हैं, तो वो अगर हम लिस्ट आउट करेंगे एक बार ठीक से, तो पता चलेगा. वन फोर्स इज एक्टिंग ऑन इट इन द डाउनवर्ड डायरेक्शन, that is its own weight, no doubt, m2g we can say. And at the same time, one more force is acting on this body, which is tension in the string, क्योंकि यही स्ट्रिंग घूम के इधर यहाँ पे आ रहा है, तो इसलिए इस स्ट्रिंग के अंदर का जो टेंशन है वो इधर भी उतना ही होगा जितना यहाँ पे था, लेकिन यहाँ पे इस केस में टेंशन T जो है वो इस केस में ज्यादा होगा, m2g से ज्यादा होगा, जिसके कारण हम ये बोल सकते हैं कि नेट फोर्स एक्टिंग ऑन दिस बॉडी विल बी T minus mg, because here T is going to be greater, okay? T is going to be greater than m2g here in this case, and that's why the net force comes out to be T minus m2g, which is going to be in the upward direction, and hence the body just moves in the upward direction with an acceleration a here. So what is the equation of motion of this second body here? You can just say it will be T minus m2g, and that is going to be equal to the mass, that is m2 into a, which is the acceleration, which is common to the whole system, and this will be the equation number 2, which is obtained by applying the Newton's second law on the second body here. Just note here that this m1g is actually greater than t here in this case, okay? That's why the body is moving in the downward direction in this case here, okay? But in the other case, ये जो second वाला जो केस था हमारा, तो उसके अंदर हम देख सकते हैं कि t is in fact going to be greater than this m2g actually, and that's why the body moves in the upward direction in this case. Now we have to just solve these two equations. ये दोनों equations जो है, इन दोनों को हमको solve करना है in order to find out t as well as a, okay? So if we just try to find out t in this case or a in this case, then it will be just sufficient to add these two equations, okay? अगर हम इन दोनों equations को simply add कर देंगे, simply add करना है, तो add करने से क्या होगा, हमको ये पूरा जो equation है, तो वो उसका जो, just wait, so इस पूरे equation का जो एडिशन अगर करेंगे, तो देखो इन दोनों इक्वेशंस को जस्ट ऐड कर दो, तो व्हेन वी विल ऐड these two equations, this t will just get cancelled straight away, and what we are left with here is m1g minus m2g, and this is going to be actually equal to m1a plus m2a. And if we just solve this further, then we can just take g common from this bracket, so as to get m1 minus m2 into g, which is going to be equal to m1 plus m2 into A. Okay, and then we can just be able to solve this further because already A is to be found out. ये A हमको निकालना है, तो उसके लिए हम क्या करेंगे, इस m1 plus m2 को नीचे डाल देंगे वो साइड में, जिससे हमको A आराम से मिल जाएगा. देखो, so A can be obtained to be simply equal to m1 minus m2 upon m1 plus m2, and that is whole to be multiplied with G. That's it. So this is actually going to be the final result which we want actually. So this is the acceleration of the whole system which is going to be in the string. So accordingly, and now we can just say that if we want to find out the tension here, तो अगर टेंशन ढूंढना है तो उसके लिए क्या करना पड़ेगा हमको, देखो इन्हीं दो इक्वेशंस को हमको सॉल्व करना है आगे. Let us try to do that. m1g so here it will be m1g minus t, which is going to be equal to m1 into A. Okay, and here it is t minus m2g, which is equal to m2 into A. Yes, and these are the two equations, this equation number 1 and this equation number 2, suppose. Okay, now we have to, what we have to do is we have to multiply this equation by m2. Why? Because we want to cancel A here. यहाँ पे हमको A वाला टर्म कैंसिल कराना है, तो उसके लिए A के कोएफिशिएंट सेम होना चाहिए. तो उसके लिए हम यहाँ पे इस फर्स्ट इक्वेशन को m2 से मल्टीप्लाई कर देंगे और यहाँ पे सेकंड इक्वेशन को m1 से मल्टीप्लाई कर देंगे, so that after multiplication we can just obtain two new equations which are equivalent to these two equations, that is m1 m2 into G. Okay, minus m2 into T. Okay, that is going to be equal to m1 m2 into A. Yes, and then if we just multiply this second equation by m1, then we can get this as m1 into T minus m1 m2 G, which is equal to, here it is m1 m2 into A again. Okay, so this is the second equation, we can say. So this is the first equation and this is the second equation after multiplying m1 m2 and m1 respectively. And now we have to just subtract these two equations. So if we just subtract these two equations, then the sign will change. So minus will be a plus, plus will become minus. And if we just add them after changing the signs, then you can just see that this last term just straight away gets cancelled. And if this term is cancelled, what we are left with is this term will be left as it is. We can copy it as it is here, m1 m2 G, no doubt, minus this m2 T will be left as it is. Here it is m2 into T, no doubt, and this m1t is also left as it is, but don't forget this minus sign to carry forward with it. So it will be minus of m1 into T, and then last is this m1 plus m1 into m2 into G, but don't forget this plus sign along with it. So it will be plus m1 m2 into G, no doubt, and this is actually going to be equal to 0 because there is nothing in the RHS. So therefore this will be 0. And now if we just take this T common from these two terms inside and just add these two terms which are same exactly so as to double them, so we can get this 2 m1 m2 G minus, if we just take T common from these two terms, then we can be able to get this minus sign also common, and we'll be left with m1 plus m2 in the bracket into capital T, and that is going to be equal to 0. But since we want this T here, so we just transfer this whole term in that side, so that we get this 2 m1 m2 into G to be simply equal to m1 plus m2 into T, so that T can be obtained to be equal to, कि अभी T निकालने के लिए हमको क्या करना पड़ेगा, ये पूरा जो m1 plus m2 का वैल्यू है वो नीचे इधर डालना पड़ेगा, तो इससे हमको ये मिल जाएगा 2 m1 m2 into G upon m1 plus m2 this way. So this will be the expression for just T here. It is the tension in the string. So we have found out the expression for tension also, and at the same time we have found out the expression for this acceleration of the system also. Now we just try to do this whole sum by using the shortcut technique. which can be used in this way. If suppose we have two masses which are just attached with this pulley, and these two masses are like m1 and m2 like this, okay, and अभी देखो इस सिस्टम को हम ऐसा एक बोल सकते हैं कि यहाँ पे एक फोर्स जो काम कर रहा है डाउनवर्ड डायरेक्शन में वो m1g इतना काम कर रहा है, बराबर, और यहाँ पे इस स्ट्रिंग के ऊपर जो फोर्स काम कर रहा है वो m2g के बराबर है, राइट। Okay, so here we can see that the M1G and M2G, these are the two forces acting on this whole string at the two endpoints, right? This system can be considered to be equivalent to another system. Okay, just wait. Okay, so this can be considered to be equivalent to another system in which this string is just stretched horizontally in this way, and these two masses are attached to the two ends of this string. This is suppose our mass m1, and this is the mass m2, suppose, and suppose this mass m1 is stretched in this direction with the force of that is m1g, and at the same time this end point of this string is stretched by in this direction with the force of m2g. okay, तो अगर किसी भी सिस्टम पे अगर दो फोर्सेस काम कर रहे हैं अपोजिट डायरेक्शन में, अगर फोर्स काम कर रहे हैं, तो कैन यू फाइंड आउट व्हाट विल बी द नेट पुलिंग फोर्स हियर? व्हाट इज द नेट फोर्स एक्टिंग ऑन द होल सिस्टम एज अ होल? पूरे सिस्टम के ऊपर कितना फोर्स काम कर रहा होगा? इफ वी जस्ट कॉल इट एज नेट पुलिंग फोर्स to be simply equal to m1g minus m2g, correct है? This is going to be the net pulling force, which can also be written to be simply equal to m1 minus m2 into bracket के बाहर g, correct है? But now net pulling force is this much here, but what is the net mass being pulled here? If you just try to find out the total mass being pulled. So what is the total mass that is being pulled here? That is the sum of both of the masses combined together. That means it will be actually m1 plus m2. That's it. So now we can be able to find out the acceleration by using the simple formula acceleration, that is equal to, just as we have just proved it in the last time also and used it many times. So it will be net pulling force okay, net pulling force, that is to be divided by the net mass being pulled. Remember this formula correctly. Okay, net mass being pulled, मतलब जितना भी नेट फोर्स पुल कर रहा है उसको हमको डिवाइड करना होगा जितना नेट मास जो पुल हो रहा है, ठीक है ना? तो जो फोर्स पुल कर रहा है उसको हमको डिवाइड करना है जो मास पुल हो रहा है उससे, जिससे हमको मिल जाता है एक्सेलरेशन. सो एक्सेलरेशन कैन बी एक्चुअली फाउंड आउट टू बी सिंपली इक्वल टू, अब देखो नेट फोर्स बीइंग नेट पुलिंग फोर्स कितना है, ये देखो यहाँ पे हमने ऑलरेडी निकाल के रखा है m1 minus m2 into g, right? So here it will be m1 minus m2 into g. This is going to be the net force that is pulling, and at this same time what is the net mass that is being pulled, which is going to be here m1 plus m2. That's simple. So we have to just divide it by that and we have to get the acceleration of the whole system as a whole in this way. So once we get the acceleration, we can get the tension easily by just putting this value of acceleration in these two formulae here. ये जो इक्वेशन नंबर 1 और इक्वेशन नंबर 2 जो है, तो इनके अंदर हम अगर एक्सेलरेशन के वैल्यूज अगर डाल देंगे तो उससे हमको टेंशन आराम से मिल जाएगा। टेंशन का ज्यादा प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, बट एक्सेलरेशन निकालने के लिए हमारे पास एक सिंपल सा टूल मिल गया, एक सिंपल सा टेक्निक मिल गया, ये हमको अच्छी तरह समझना है। ठीक है, सो इफ वी जस्ट यूज दिस and we can just see that this formula is very similar to this one here, which is obtained as it is here. And at the same time, one more concept you have to understand here, that is about the reduced mass. Reduced mass, what do you mean by reduced mass? See here, if we just express this formula, ये जो फॉर्मूला है इसको अगर हम एक इस तरह से अगर एक्सप्रेस करते हैं कि T is equal to 2 times something that is mu into G, ऐसा अगर एक्सप्रेस कर देते हैं तो ये समथिंग मतलब क्या होगा, जरूर ये 2 को अगर थोड़ा साइड में रख दो, ये देखो ये 2 को मैं थोड़ा हटा के और इवन G को भी थोड़ा सा हटा के साइड में रख देता हूँ। ठीक है, तो ये देखो ये रहा 2 सामने इधर और ये रहा G इधर। अभी इन दोनों के बीच में जो है ये m1 plus m1 into m2 upon m1 plus m2, this whole thing will actually be replaced by this mu actually, and this mu is called as a reduced mass. Okay, reduced mass इसको बोलते हैं mu। और reduced mass का मीनिंग क्या है या सिग्निफिकेंस क्या है, तो देखो ठीक से, this reduced mass is actually equal to the m1 into m2 upon m1 plus m2। okay, ये फॉर्मूला को अगर ठीक से ऑब्जर्व करो तो यहाँ पे अगर हम दोनों तरफ रेसिप्रोकल अगर ले लेंगे ना, टेकिंग रेसिप्रोकल ऑन बोथ साइड्स, सो वी गेट दिस 1 अपॉन म्यू। ओके, 1 अपॉन म्यू गोइंग टू बी इक्वल टू दिस, इसको भी रेसिप्रोकल करना पड़ेगा हमको, ये उल्टा ऊपर चला जाएगा और बनेगा m1 plus m2, राइट? एंड हियर इट विल बी in the denominator it will be m1 into m2, correct है? So in this way, and then we can be able to just split this m1 m2 denominator for both of the terms in the numerator, so that we can get just this get at 1 upon mu, that means 1 upon reduced mass is equal to m1 upon m1 m2, okay, plus here it is going to be m2 as it is upon m1 m2 again. Okay, and now we can just see that this m1 will get straight cancelled, this m2 will get straight cancelled, and we'll be left with 1 upon mu is equal to 1 upon m1 plus 1 upon m2. That's it. That's it. Okay, so 1 upon mu is equal to 1 upon m1 plus 1 upon m2। ये रिलेशनशिप सेटिस्फाई करने वाला जो मास होता है उसको ही हम रिड्यूस्ड मास बोलते हैं एक्चुअली। सो रिमेंबर दिस इक्वेशन करेक्टली, 1 upon mu is equal to 1 upon m1 plus 1 upon m2. This is the equation for reduced mass, and once we get the reduced mass we can just get the final tension in the string using this formula, that or using this formula here, that is 2 times of mu into G. It is simply equivalent that, मतलब ये reduced mass का जो concept है वो अगर हम consider करेंगे तो इन दोनों m1 m2 का अगर हमने reduced mass अगर निकाल दिया तो ये सिचुएशन ऐसा हो गया कि इंस्टेड ऑफ कंसिडरिंग दिस टू मासेस सेपरेटली लाइक दिस हियर, one is m1 and one is m2, instead of this we can just consider that there is only one string attached to the rigid support, and only there are two masses, separate masses are attached to this string, and each of these masses are of the value mu. These two masses, both of these masses are just going to be the same, and these two masses have the same mass, and that is going to be reduced mass. So the total mass adding attached to this string actually will be 2 mu, and hence a single string, if it is supported by this mass 2 mu G, 2 mu, then it will create a tension in the string that is of about 2 mu G, which is similar here. Just forget about the interpretation, but just remember that this reduced mass is a concept. ठीक है, ये म्यू जो है ये म्यू को हम बोलते हैं रिड्यूस्ड मास, एंड दिस रिड्यूस्ड मास सेटिस्फाइज दिस रिलेशनशिप। ये जो इक्वेशन है ये रिलेशनशिप को सेटिस्फाई करता है, नो डाउट। चलो ठीक है, सो दिस इज ऑल अबाउट द पुली एंड मासेस सिस्टम। ओके, इसके ऊपर बेस्ड एक क्वेश्चन तुमको पूछ सकते हैं, जस्ट ट्राई टू आंसर इट इन द चैट बॉक्स फास्ट। अगर पहले मुझे बताओ कि इसमें अगर कुछ डाउट है तो जरूर पुट करो चैट बॉक्स के अंदर, नो डाउट। but if you have understood all these things, then we should be able to answer all the questions based on this. यस देखो दो ही बातें इसमें इंपॉर्टेंट है कि एक तो एक्सेलरेशन हमको निकालने आना चाहिए, जो कि यहाँ पे a इज इक्वल टू m1 माइनस m2 अपॉन m1 प्लस m2 इंटू जी इस फॉर्मूला से निकलता है। और टेंशन जो है वो तो हमको पता है ऑलरेडी कैसे निकलता है। टेंशन के लिए 2 म्यू जी हम यूज कर सकते हैं, वेयर म्यू इज द रिड्यूस्ड मास व्हिच इज गिवन बाय दिस फॉर्मूला। ये फॉर्मूला अगर यूज करेंगे तो रिड्यूस्ड मास मिल जाएगा। रिड्यूस्ड मास मिलता है तो वो हम यहाँ पे डायरेक्ट पुट कर सकते हैं आराम से। नो डाउट, जस्ट स्लो नाउ जस्ट टेल मी द आंसर ऑफ द क्वेश्चन। See here, suppose there are two masses which are suspended by means of a pulley. One mass is of 10 kilogram, another mass is of suppose 6 kilogram. Okay, and suppose that these two masses are just suspended from by means of a pulley. So then what will be the acceleration of this whole system, and also what will be the tension in this string here? Just put it in the chat box fast. See here, m1 is given to be 10 kilogram and m2 at the same time is also given, that is to be 6 kilogram, no doubt. How much will be the acceleration of the system and tension in the string? Just put it in the chat box fast. Use the formula. देखो acceleration का formula क्या हमको मिला हुआ है? We already proved just now that acceleration happens to be m1 minus m2 into g, that is the net pulling force upon m1 plus m2, correct है? ये भी prove किया, no doubt. So if we just apply this here, then we can just be able to get that m1 minus m2, how much it is? So see here, 10 minus 4 into g, correct है? g मतलब 9.8 और 10 we can just say, take it as. And m1 plus m2 मतलब कितना हो गया? वो तो 10 plus 4, sorry 10, sorry. It is actually 10 minus 6. Okay, so this is 10 minus 6, and here it will be 10 plus 6, no doubt. And if we just solve this further, then we can just be able to get that 4g upon a g है, नहीं तो बोलेंगे 49 and upon 16. So that we can just get this 4 by 16 मतलब g by 4 हो गया वो, g by 4. किसी ने आंसर दिया है? Yes, very good, Ashish. Acceleration is 2.5 if g is 10, right? Very good, correct. If g is taken as 10, then we can just get this acceleration to be simply equal to 10 by 4. And what is 10 by 4? It is simply 2.5, no doubt. 2.5 meter per second square. But what about the tension? Yes, tension कितना होगा बताओ? Yes, again, Kashish have given the answer. Tension will be 75 Newton, and Parth also have given an answer. Tension will be actually 75 Newton. We can find out it by using the formula. Ready-made formula भी हमारे पास है. Tension is equal to simply it will be 2 times of m1 into m2 upon m1 plus m2 into g, no doubt. So if we use it here, then we can just be able to get that this t is equal to 2 times of, अभी m1 कितना है 10 और m2 है 6 और divided by m1 plus m2 जो कि 10 plus 6 जो बनता है 16. तो नेक्स्ट स्टेप में, और यहाँ पे 10 g जो है वो उसको 10 ले सकते हैं आराम से. So that we can get this in the next step, that is 2 into 10 into 6 मतलब कितना हो गया वो 120 हो गया, right? So this is 120 and that is to be divided by 16 and that is multiplied with this 10 here, so that it can just get it as, if you just divide it by 4, then 4 4s are and 4 3s are, and here it is 0 as it is, so that it will becomes 300 upon 4, which is nothing but 75 Newton, right? So 75 Newton will be actually the tension in the string. Okay, just do one more sum here. Suppose there is the pulley, and suppose in this case the weight mass attached to this end point here is suppose 10 kilogram, but the mass attached to this string here is going to be 20 kilogram. Now, just can you find out the acceleration of this whole system and tension in the string also? Yes, no doubt. Acceleration in the system will be actually given by the same formula once again. यही formula हमको use करना है. इसमें m1 minus m2 नहीं, अभी क्या आएगा वो m2 minus m1 आएगा. क्यों? क्योंकि in this case m2 is greater than m1, so the system will accelerate in this direction. So that can be considered to be negative with respect to this one, this acceleration here. जबकि यहाँ पे इस acceleration के हिसाब से अगर देखेंगे तो ये इस तरफ हो रहा है. So this acceleration is actually, like we can say, anti-clockwise. And here in this case, the acceleration of the string is going to be clockwise. So these two directions are just going to be opposite to each other, and that's why they are just negative of each other. But just consider the direction. Direction जो है वो हम separate consider करेंगे. अगर magnitude हमको निकालना है तो magnitude के लिए यहाँ पे m2 minus m1 हमको करना पड़ेगा. तो ये m2 minus m1 upon m2 plus m1, yes, into g will give us the final answer. Yes. Other way has given the answer 3.34, correct? Yes, we can just see m1, m2 minus m1, मतलब ये हो गया 20 minus 10, and that is to be divided by m2 plus m1, मतलब 20 plus 10, right? And that is this whole thing to be multiplied with 10. That is the acceleration of the gravity. So that we can just get this as 10 upon 30 into 10, and hence it will become 0, 0 cancel. And we'll be left with 10 by 3, which has to be equal to 3.33 meter per second square. And if we just take G as 9.8, then we can just expect slightly correct approximate answer, no doubt. And tension. So tension in the string can be obtained to be simply equal to 2 times of m1 m2 into G upon m1 plus m2, no doubt. So here 2 times of m1 कितना है 10, तो ये 10 बन गया, और m2 है 6, and that is multiplied by g मतलब 10, and that is to be whole divided by 10 plus 6, no doubt. And this happens to be actually equal to 2 6 are 12, 12 into 100 मतलब वो 1200 हो गया होगा. So 1200 divided by 16, which happens to be actually, yes, correct, 133.4 Newton. If we just reduce this by 4, then 4 4s are 16, and here it will be 4. अच्छा sorry मैंने पहला वाला एग्जांपल कैरी किया, sorry. Yes, m2 is 20 actually. 2 into 10 into 20 upon 10 plus 20, right? So here it will be 2 into 2 4, 4 into 3000, 1000 मतलब 4000 हो गया वो. ये 4000 ऊपर और यहाँ पे नीचे क्या आएगा 30 आएगा, 0, तो 0 0 कैंसिल हो जाएगा, और 400 by 3, which comes out to be 133.3 Newton. Okay, so this will be actually the final answer, no doubt. Yes, consider one more situation of this same type. See here, if suppose one of the mass is just resting on the table and the pulley is attached to this point, corner point here, यहाँ पे corner point पे pulley attach किया हुआ है, और यहाँ पे एक mass जो है वो table पे rest कर रहा है. You can call it as m1. Okay, and suppose the string is passing over this pulley and it supports another mass m2 here at the other end. Okay, so now can you tell me what will be the acceleration of this whole system by using our shortcut method? Yes, we can just do it here. The net pulling force upon net mass being pulled, right? Yes, so if we just use this here, तो देखो एक्सेलरेशन के लिए फॉर्मूला क्या है हमारे पास, नेट पुलिंग फोर्स that is divided by net mass that is being pulled. Okay, यस, सो जस्ट ट्राई टू फाइंड इट आउट। अभी इसमें देखो, चेक करो एक बार ठीक से कि कितना टोटल मास यहाँ पे पुल हो रहा है। तो इसमें देख सकते हो, सॉरी, फोर्स कितना हो रहा है पुल करने के लिए काम कर रहा है। तो ये जो मास है, ये वाला मास, ये तो कुछ कंट्रीब्यूट ही नहीं कर रहा है फोर्स के अंदर। नो फोर्स इज एक्टिंग ऑन दिस मास m1 in the no doubt it will be acting by the force m1g in the downward direction, but that is actually balanced one by normal reaction, right? तो ये नॉर्मल रिएक्शन के द्वारा वो बैलेंस्ड है, तो इसलिए इससे कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा। बट द नेट पुलिंग फोर्स हियर इज गोइंग टू बी m2g only, no doubt, and this m2g has to be put here in the numerator. But what is the net mass being pulled? So net mass being pulled will be actually the total mass of the whole system, which is going to be m1 plus m2, no doubt. And this is actually going to be the acceleration of the whole system. But if you want to find out the tension, then tension के लिए हमको क्या करना पड़ेगा? देखो, किसी भी एक पर्टिकुलर पॉइंट पे हमको ये अप्लाई करना पड़ेगा, न्यूटन सेकंड लॉ अप्लाई करना पड़ेगा। So either you can just use the Newton's second law at this point for this mass also, since this mass is accelerating with an acceleration a here in this direction. So the equation of motion of this particle, this mass m1 here, becomes actually, देखो यहाँ पे इस तरफ एक फोर्स काम कर रहा होगा उसके ऊपर, जिसको हम T बोल सकते हैं, टेंशन इन द स्ट्रिंग। At the same time, this tension in the string is also acting on this mass m2 here in the upward direction, right? T here, and in this case here, this m2g is actually greater than the tension, and that's why the acceleration of this whole system is going to be in the downward direction. And here T is actually the only force acting on this mass m1 here, and that's why it is accelerating in the leftward direction or rightward direction here. So for the mass m1 here, okay, for the body of mass m1, the Newton's second law of motion can be considered to be equal to, क्या कैसे मिलेगा हमको Newton's second law बताओ? The only force acting on it is T, and that force produces acceleration a in it, and mass of the body is given to be m1 here. So you can get just T is equal to m1 into a. That's all. This is the equation number 1, we can say, which is obtained by applying the Newton's second law on this first body only, no doubt. But if you just apply the Newton's second law on this second body of mass m2 here, then we can be able to get that for mass m2. अगर ये m2 मास वाले बॉडी के ऊपर अगर हम ये न्यूटन्स सेकेंड लॉ अगर यूज करेंगे तो क्या मिलेगा? देखो, अभी इसमें देखो m2g is going to be greater than t, right? So the net force is acting on it is going to be in the downward direction. So the net force acting on it will be m2g minus t, and this must be the net force which has to be equal to the mass into acceleration, which is mass of the body is going to be m2 into acceleration of the body is going to be a simply, and this is actually going to be the our second equation. Okay, so second equation ये हमको इसमें से मिल गया। चलो ठीक है, so once we get these two equations we can find out anything about this system. तो इस सिस्टम के बारे में कुछ भी हम निकाल सकते हैं आराम से। अगर तुमको बोला कि इसमें से t निकाल के दिखाओ, तो no doubt we can just put this value of a here in this equation so as to get this t here. Yes, so t will be actually equal to m2 into the a is going to be equal to m2a, sorry, m2g upon, sorry t is equal to m1a है ना, ये m1. Okay, so t will be actually equal to m1 into a, where a is nothing but m2g upon m1 plus m2. That's it, simply, and that is going to be actually equal to m1 m2 upon m1 plus m2 into g. That's it. So this is actually going to be the formula for tension. No doubt we can just find out this tension from this formula also, don't worry about that, and the value will be same only. You can just check. If you just transfer this m2a in this side and just transfer this t in other side, then we can just be able to get that m2g minus m2a is equal to t. So t is going to be equal to, if you just take m2 common from this whole bracket, then we can be able to get this m2 into bracket g minus a, right? Okay, so t जो है वो t निकालने के लिए हम m2 को as it is रख देंगे, no doubt, बट यहाँ पे फिर g minus a के बदले क्या है, ये पूरा जो वैल्यू है हमको रिप्लेस करना है, तो उससे वो मिल जाता है हमारा m2 अपॉन m1 plus m2 into g, right? And even g can also be taken common from this. Just check. So t becomes actually equal to m2 as it is into g outside the bracket, and what we are left inside, 1 minus m2 upon m1 plus m2. And now if you just take the LCM now, then we can be able to get this m2g as it is, and here it will be, ये एलसीएम लेने के लिए इसको क्रॉस मल्टीप्लाई करो तो ये इस तरफ चला जाएगा, तो उससे हमको मिलेगा m1 plus m2 minus m2 kept as it is, and that is to be whole to be divided by m1 plus m2 kept as it is. And then in the next step, here we can say this will be yes, so t will actually be equal to m2g as it is, and in the bracket here we can just get this m2 cancelled, and only m1 will be left in the numerator, so that m1 plus m2 is still in the denominator. And then if we just simplify this further, then we can get this m1 m2 upon m1 plus m2 into g. But this is actually the long cut method. I have just explained it so as to show you that both of these methods give us the correct answer for the tension in the string. So this see here, ये टेंशन जो हमको यहाँ से मिला था वही टेंशन हमको इधर से भी मिल रहा है, बिल्कुल. There is no difference in the tension. So why to go for this long cut method whereas we already have this shortcut here? Okay, तो इसलिए हमको सिर्फ acceleration निकालने के लिए मेहनत करना है, मतलब acceleration निकालने के लिए ये वाला फॉर्मूला यूज करना है. Once you get the acceleration, we can just get easily the total mass or total tension also easily by using this formula. Let us do one question based on this. Suppose that there is a थोड़ा डिफिकल्ट देता हूँ तुमको, देखिए कि तुम पाता है कि नहीं. सपोज ये पुली है और यहाँ पे एक मास लटक रहा है, and remember that this will happen only for the frictionless surface, right? So suppose this mass is of 8 kilogram. Okay, 8 किलोग्राम का मास यहाँ पे लटक रहा है, और सपोज कि यहाँ पे ये जो स्ट्रिंग यहाँ पे एक्सटेंड किया हुआ है, यहाँ पे एक दूसरा मास जो कि 5 किलोग्राम का लटक रहा है, और उसके नीचे यहाँ पे सपोज और एक मास यहाँ पे लटक रहा है जो कि 7 किलोग्राम का है. Okay, 7. Yes. Now just try to find out what will be the acceleration of this whole system and what will be the tension in this string here. इस स्ट्रिंग के अंदर का जो टेंशन है T, वो भी ढूंढ के निकालो, जो कि इसके अंदर भी रहेगा, ऊपर अपर डायरेक्शन में काम कर रहा होगा. और इवन इस स्ट्रिंग के अंदर भी टेंशन जो होगा उसको, इसको चाहिए तो T1 बोल देंगे. This is T1 actually, and here it will be T2. T2 is going to be the tension in this other string here. This is T2 here. Yes, just try to find out this. First of all, try to find out the acceleration of the whole system. Can you find it out? Acceleration के लिए क्या formula है हमारे पास? Just do it on your own. Yes, Parth has given answer 6 meter per second square. Just check it out. Is it correct? See here, acceleration is going to be actually equal to the net pulling force. देखो basic concept वही है, net pulling force upon the net mass being pulled. Okay. Okay, so acceleration. अब देखो net pulling force कितना है? Combine this mass together and this will become 12 kilogram mass. This 12 kilogram mass will be the 12 into g. which will exert the force in the downward direction, and that will be actually the net pulling force. And what is the net mass that is being pulled? So it will be 8 plus 12 जो लटक रहा है, ये जो 8 है तो वो कोई फोर्स एक्सर्ट नहीं कर रहा है, बट उसको भी तो आपको खींचना पड़ेगा ना आगे. सो इसलिए फिर ये 8 plus 12 जो है वो यहाँ पे आ जाएगा नीचे. तो इसलिए एक्सेलरेशन कितना बनेगा, तो हम निकाल सकते हैं आराम से इसको. 12 डिवाइडेड बाय 8 plus 12 मतलब 20 हो गया वो. तो 8 plus 12 कितना होता है 20, और 12 divided by 20, how much it comes out to be is, so if we just cancel this out by 4, then 4 3s are, and this will be 4 5s are, right? So it will be 3 by 5 into g, and if we just put this g by 10 here, then we can be able to get this 3/5 of 10, which is going to be 6 meter per second square, correct path. And if you want to find out this tension T1 here, then T1 के लिए क्या करना है हमको, तो T1 के लिए सिंपली इस वाले बॉडी के ऊपर हमको न्यूटन सेकंड लॉ अप्लाई करना है, बस खत्म. Yes, Parth has given the answer. T1 equal to 48 Newton. Just check it out. So T1 will be actually equal to this 8 kilogram mass of the body multiplied with acceleration of this whole system, which is going to be A here, which is common to this whole system. So this is T1 becomes equal to 8 into A. That's it. So 8 into A. A कितना है? ये देखो इधर. 8 A is going to be 6 meter per second square. So if we just put it here, then 8 into 6 becomes 48 meter per second square. Sorry, Newton. So 48 Newton will be the tension. And what about T2? For T2 here, we will have to apply the Newton's second law of motion on this body of mass 7 kilogram here. Okay, or 5 kilogram here. तो अगर 5 किलोग्राम वाले बॉडी के ऊपर अगर हम न्यूटन सेकंड लॉ अप्लाई करते हैं, तो देखो फॉर द बॉडी, इसको बोलेंगे बी, इसको बोलते हैं सपोज ए, और इसको सी, चलेगा ना. सो दिस इज फॉर द बॉडी ए हियर. ये ए के लिए हमने कर दिया. बी के लिए क्या होगा देखो, तो व्हाट इज द नेट फोर्स एक्टिंग ऑन दिस बॉडी बी हियर, T1 in the upward direction minus T2, which is in the downward direction, should be equal to 5, that is mass of the body, into acceleration of the body. So but already T1 has been obtained here to be 48 Newton, right? So 48 minus T2 comes out to be 5 into A. A is going to be acceleration, which is already obtained to be 6 here. So if we just put this 6 here, then we can be able to get this 48 minus T2 is equal to 30, means 48 minus 30 becomes equal to T2, and we can be able to get this T2 to be simply equal to 18 Newton. That's all. And no doubt, you don't have the doubt that we'll get another value of T2 from this equation. अगर हमने apply किया for body C, then also we can just get the same value of T2. Just check. अभी देखो C के ऊपर कौन से forces काम कर रहे हैं. एक तो T2. अच्छा सॉरी हमने यहाँ पे गड़बड़ किया क्या. इस बॉडी बी का मास का वेट जो है वो हमने कंसिडर नहीं किया यहाँ पे, राइट. Yes, so what is the weight is also acting on this body, no? Right, in a downward direction, 5g. Okay, so for body B here, the net force will be not T1 minus T2 simply, but it will be T1 minus T2 minus 5g. Okay, and that should be actually equal to 5a. Yes, and then will be, and this, but again, that T1 is going to be less than the sum of this T2 and 5g, right? And that's why this T2 plus 5g is greater than this T1 here, and that's why we have to just reverse this. ये हमको उल्टा करना होगा. Okay, so हमको क्या मिलेगा, T2 plus 5g minus T1 is going to be actually 5 times of A, and then we can get the correct answer now. So T2 is to be found out, plus 5 into G is 10 by default. T1 is already obtained to be 48 Newton, and 5 times of A. A is also there, that is 6 meter per second square. So T2 plus 10 is of 50 minus 48, that is equal to 30. So that we can just solve this further and get the value of T2 to be 28. check 28 Newton. Okay, and just मैं यहाँ पे बता रहा था कि for if we apply the Newton's second law for body C here, तो C के लिए अगर देखेंगे तो एक फोर्स उसका 7g काम कर रहा है डाउनवर्ड डायरेक्शन में और एक फोर्स T2 काम कर रहा है अपवर्ड डायरेक्शन में. But 7g has to be greater than T2, so that we can just get this 7g minus T2 is going to be equal to 7 times of A. So that we can just get 70, so 7 into 10 minus T2, which is to be found out, and that is going to be equal to 7 times of A, which is 6 here. And hence we can just get this 70 minus T2 is equal to 77 into 6 kitna hota hai? 7 6 are 42, right? So here this is 42, and if we just shuffle the terms, then 70 minus 42 becomes equal to T2, so that T2 comes out to be 28 once again, right? 28 Newton, that's it, which is already obtained here. Okay, so in this way we can just be ये इसलिए मैंने बताया कि you should be confident enough to get the answer. जो आंसर तुमको मिला हुआ है वो तो वेरीफाई भी करना तुमको आना चाहिए. करेक्ट, दोनों तरफ से हमको सेम आंसर मिल रहा है मतलब it should be correct, no doubt. Okay, so this is the method to apply the Newton's second law on the pulley and body system. Okay, so already time has been up, so you can just stop this lecture here. Thank you all of you. Bye bye.